from the trees to the tents, one community making this lot on Route 1 their home. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 5. We begin tonight with temporary housing on former Troop 7 site.
Here's exactly the spot we are referring to. This is near the Home Goods in Lewes, if you're familiar, just south of the 5 Points intersection. The Delaware State Police Troop 7 building was here. That was demolished back in June. The tents that have gone up there, they've caused a lot of conversation online. It's the first thing to come on that property since the old building was torn down. But as Coast TV's Emma Aiken shows us, just like the old building that stood there after the police moved out, it's being used to house the homeless for at least a few weeks.
A few dozen tents line this lot on Route 1, a temporary home for homeless individuals like Cody Blackwell.
I've been here since it started up, and it's been a really good experience so far.
Mike Agnew with Code Purple, the nonprofit that helps the homeless, helped move these people from the woods next door to these tents.
And remember, we started this because of a sanitation issue. So we knew them living in the woods without trash facilities and without toilet facilities. It was becoming a health problem, right? That's when we contacted the state and said, look, we need to address this issue.
Taros is the name of this 45-day temporary tent village, and right now it can hold 28 tents for 14 men and 14 women.
Taros is a Greek word that means courage and determination. So I think it's a great name for this camp.
Agnew says each person has a permit to be here and that structure and rules are critical to the village.
But everyone will have a case manager in order to remain in the camp. And that's encouraging because we're not just, like I said, we're not just housing people or sheltering people, although that's important, particularly in the winter months. We're actually helping them to move along in their journey.
This tent village will be open until November 30th. After that, the people living here will move to a shelter. In Lewes, I'm Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Agnew says the tents are specifically on one edge of the property. That's because he says the space where the Troop 7 building was will be used by DelDOT in the future.